Good day, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite show, The Get Real Show. On the show today, you have myself, Melody Farida Masamba, and your boy, Tunji, over here. Now, today's topic is, how do you deal with living with a roommate?
Yeah. Roommate?
I think it's really easy, you know. Okay, well, some people are very funny. They have funny attitudes. Some people are happy today, upset tomorrow. But I just because the person's your roommate doesn't mean the person's your friend.
True.
So you should draw that line. You know, they should know their place. And yeah, that's how I feel like that's how I would deal with it.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think it should be that way, because if you are taking someone in as your roommate, that you're accepting somebody into your space. You're accepting someone into your... There's no privacy anymore at that time, actually. Yeah. So, because wherever you go, the person also can use whatever you use. Like, you know, for example, you allow somebody... So, and also, I think it all depends on who are you, because in dealing with a roommate, because for some other people some people are not tolerant. Like you get some roommates that are not that, you know, they are dirty. Yeah. And you as a person, you're a neat person. You like when you drop this, they should be there when you drop that. So what if you get someone who is not like that in the same level of being neat like you? So it's tricky, because like accepting a roommate like it, I don't think you even have a boundary, because like that is somebody else in your atmosphere, in your spiritual space, in your whatever, in your space. So like I don't think there's the only way I think you can deal with it is you need to know who you are accepting, you are aligned in first of all. So so for me, I think it's always better when you have a roommate that is like not necessarily somebody you know, like not like a family member, or you know,
but like
at least
mutual friends,
and
type
also
of vibe.
and also you know, the person needs to have the same spirit and energy as you. You know, you don't want to wake up happy and you're walking past someone who is moody, and you know, it's so crazy, and people cooking funny meal that you don't understand. It's it's funny. Yeah, because you want to wake up and then you see people cooking funny meal you don't understand. So it's just like you get to see a roommate where you don't smoke. Like maybe you have asthma, for example. You went ahead and get a roommate that smokes. Boom. And every now and then there's smoke in the atmosphere and all of that. So like it's a whole lot of like allowing somebody into your space, and sometimes a total stranger in the name of a roommate. Like it's crazy. You know, you get people you don't even know what the person is doing in their own room. Yeah. True. Do you get my point? And then you know you get to why
because your space is a very it's a very sacred.
Yeah,
should I say sacred?
I had an experience one time like that, and then you know you get to see somebody that you have the person has a roommate. Now the person didn't even know that the roommate also has another roommate.
How?
So, okay, exactly. So, you know, when you have this roommate thing, everybody have their keys and all of that. So I think this guy, he doesn't go into the other person's room. You know, he just, you know, wake up, go to all about his business and all of that. So that time, the roommate had traveled. The guy didn't know that the roommate had traveled. Now the roommate just gave the key to someone else, saying, you know what, this is the person's routine. This is when you're not supposed to be. This one. So
oh my gosh, fortunately,
so it's crazy.
Smart.
Yeah, fortunately, the guy, the other squatter, we just peep from the window. If the guy's car is there, he knows that the guy is still there. Then he can't come out. So unfortunately, the guy went to the car wash to wash his car. So he walked back home. So while he was inside, he just opened the door and then boom, like he ran back inside like, Jesus, who are you? Like, who are you? How did you get here? And then you're like, I'm sorry, like he was stammering. I'm like, how did you get in here? Who are you? The guy was about to call the police. I'm like, no, I've been here for 7 days now. I'm a friend too. So. But how?
You're supposed to at least say something instead of It's
crazy. So you know, like just think about something like that. Just to imagine if if maybe you're the kind of person like me that if I'm in my space, I can walk naked around the house at any time that I like that. That's me. Now, imagine just walking out and then boom.
Seems a total stranger.
In
Lord.
your space. Like, what do you think is going on in people's minds? So, for me, if you can, I think just for me, if you can, I think just be on your own.
Yeah. It saves you so much stress, so much
if
everything.
you can, just be on your own. And if you cannot, then
get
just,
someone you
and get someone.
And also
if you're lucky.
For me, it's important to also, like, when you get someone, when you get a roommate, you guys should talk. Like, you should at least just have a discussion, like, know what kind of person they are, what they do, what they don't do, so that you know which kind of person you bring into your space.
True.
You know, that you have a bit of an idea of the kind of person you bring.
Yeah, because you guys need to have like a conversation. Like, you need to have that friendly.
Yeah. Like like example with, like, I'll just make a quick example of Muslim and Christian. If me as a Muslim, if I were to get someone as a roommate, I'll be like, do you eat pork? The person say, no, I don't eat pork. I'm like, okay, cool, because I'm Muslim, I don't eat pork. We're not allowed to have pork in our kitchen, etc., etc. So just to have that understanding, it's really important.
Yeah, and it's
so
just
that the person won't be crossing lines.
Like, exactly. And then the person will just, you don't want someone who maybe on a normal day, maybe like Monday, Tuesday, they are playing loud music.
Yeah.
Or their phone, or they're on their phone talking so loud and like
that's me.
So you just want let the energy keep flowing. Like I for one, I think I want to believe with with the people around me says. I feel like I'm tolerant. There's a level of something that I can kind of tolerate and say, but you don't want to keep. I also don't want to now, because you get to tolerate something to a point where now you want to start bringing like a bad energy out of the whole thing. So it's kind of crazy, man. Just be, if you can, stay alone. If you cannot, then I just hope the universe smile on you. You get a very amazing, like your type of person. I've got to see like roommates that becomes family as well. Like they literally move from really here, move together. They'll be like, you know what, we're friends. Roommates that finally became best friends. They love the same thing, go to the same places. They understand each other. They become like more family and all of that. So
cool, So I mean, like, when you get a roommate, just have discussions, just talk about certain things, so that you know the kind of person you're allowing into your space. Because not everybody you allow into your space. Your space is a very, very private and sacred place. Some energies you do not and should not allow into your space.
Especially where I'm coming from. You get to see, I don't know of this environment, but in Nigeria you get to see when you want a roommate. And then I think I read something on, was it in a book or in the news some time ago, when you get a roommate, that the owner of the apartment is actually a Christian. Goes to church, but then the roommate that he actually accepts does voodoo in his own room. So I don't know what happened, what transpired one of the days. I think the owner had to, I don't know what he was doing, and then they went in there to, I don't know what they were looking at, so they just saw all type of different thing in the wardrobe.
Oh my gosh, I would freak out.
So
all right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, they have the whole house, I have to be the landlord again.
It's crazy. So you don't even know how it is, because imagine you're there praying and then somebody, like, we're not trying to judge somebody's, but then I don't want it in my space. So you can, like, there's.
That's why you have that discussion. Even as a landlord, you should still have those discussions with the tenants, so that
it's
they
like
know.
different. So it's always like this is the real truth. Like, we're not trying to discriminate or trying to say it's not about. We're not trying to. It's not about religion now. It's all about what works for you. At the end of the day, so we know we love Muslims. I was once a Muslim, so it doesn't mean that people who do, we're not trying to judge that, but it's just that what works for you as a person. That's all I mean. So just imagine that you're praying and somebody's voodooing in the next room. And
also, there is no problem with voodoo, because you do what you believe is right.
Exactly.
Right? But like, some people don't want that kind of
thing. Like I don't want to come back in the house and then I see your voodoo stuff all over. I don't want such things. So that's how it is. So you also, if you are the owner of your house, you want to do voodoo, communicate.
Yeah,
and,
be like, look, I'm a voodoo person.
Exactly.
This is what I do. And it's left for the person to now say, okay, fine, I can handle it or not. I can deal with it or not. So communication is very, very important. Very important.
Very important. And so we need to just have to also respect each other's space. So also in terms of you as a landlord, you cannot just also every now and then you're pouncing on somebody because they are your roommate. It's disrespectful. So you get to see someone who say you can't, if you have a roommate, your roommate is not your maid. Let's not forget that. So because you're my roommate doesn't mean that I will tell you, I should tell you, you need to wash the plates in the sink, you need to do my laundry, you need to, no, your roommate is not your maid. Your roommate is not your helper. Exactly.
Unless you guys come to an understanding, okay, Mondays I wash, Tuesdays you wash.
Exactly. So don't tell me to go do your laundry. Don't tell me to go do that. No, because at the end of the day, I'm also paying the bill of my space. So if someone is paying, it's not like you're helping me. You're not my helper. I'm paying. Exactly. So let me just do, what I'm supposed to. So it's also all of that. People also need to understand that your roommate is not your helper. It's not your maid. You have to also.
Period.
That's how it is.
Clean after yourself.
Yes. Respect your
Nobody's your mother.
At all. That's true. So.
Okay, guys, so you literally heard it from Tunji and I, and you all heard what we had to say. We basically share the same beliefs on the whole roommate of a thing. But do let us know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and switch on your notification button. Till next time, guys, take care.